Hello friends and welcome to my channel. Today we are planning out the week of May 13th through the 19th using this Scribble Prints Co. self-care kit. The second I saw this art, I knew I had to use it. I just love these colors. And initially I was like, lemongrass foil for the first time. I absolutely need to use lemongrass. It's 1000% the move with this kit, and I got all the extras for the first time. I wanted to try Deco Sheet 2, although this was a kind of uneventful week, so it might not have been the best week to try out all the extras for the first time. But back to the foil. So I was all about lemongrass, was going to use this lemongrass bundle from Scribble Prints Co. I still did use some of it. Loved it for using it the first time, but then I saw Sylvia use like a lavender foil, and I just knew I had to pull in my foil bundle for the Rosey 4 bundle from Planet Hannah in lavender, and you can use Rosey 15 to save at Planet Hannah. I will have any PR codes linked down below for you, and mixing these two together was just perfect. I'm so glad I pulled in lavender. So thank you to Sylvia for the inspo. It just popped so much in this kit. And because I pulled in lavender with foil, I decided to not use the lavender extra color. And I went ahead and, spoiler alert, color blocked this week. It was really fun. Weird always not having a double box, but I just love how this kit came out. And this was kind of like, so leading up to the trip, I wanted a lot of like self-care kits, relaxing kits, because I knew I would have a lot of stress and anxiety leading up to being gone so long. That being said, this was the start of me not being able to sleep for weeks on end. I'm so glad to say that the day I'm filming this voiceover, that is no longer an issue. It is June 12th when I'm filming this voiceover. But there was weeks where I wasn't sleeping, and I wasn't marking it every single night because I didn't want to give it power. But y'all, I was getting like slap happy. But yes. So, big things that happened this week. First off, marks 1 month until my trip, which is wild, because in real life it's this week. And then you're watching this way later so that I can have videos up while I'm gone. But that was huge. Another thing this week, I noticed like a wound. I don't want to call it a wound, like a sore, an open sore maybe, on Lucy's back from her, what I'm assuming is her scratching herself raw, because I was only finding them on the back of her head and neck, like where her back paws could reach to scratch. And so I monitored her for a couple days in a while to see if they were going away. And not only were they not going away, but they were getting bigger and they were multiplying. So I ended up taking Lucy to the vet, and, we updated all her shots and did everything we needed when we were there. And ultimately, she got 2 prescriptions. We think it was a skin infection. And luckily, she has not gotten any more since she finished her medication. My little angel baby is sleeping right next to me. I have severe separation anxiety with her for this trip, as I've mentioned. But yes, this was the day that we initially went to the vet. We did have to go back 2 or 3 weeks later to get a booster shot, but yes, luckily she is all cleared up. Also this week I went to 2 concerts. The first one I went to was Sum 41 for their final tour, which is crazy to say because I've seen them a few times. They are a ton of fun. They were a lot of fun this time, too. It was just weird because I saw them at the Ryman and there is no pit. And they're a band that kind of needs a pit. And it was just very weird, but very good. And then the other one I went to was Say Anything. And they're just great live. They played Was a Real Boy in full, well, almost in full. It was for the 20 years of that album, which is insane to say. And I'm really annoyed because that shirt got ruined the first time I washed it. It turned pink, which I don't even know how that happened. Randomly, white stuff has been turning pink, even though I don't wash it with anything pink. It happened with a bra as well. But thank God Laurel is going to be a gem and pick one up, and I'm going to Venmo her when she goes to the same show just later in the tour, so I can have one that's not pink. But yes, concerts, both were very good. Now I currently don't have any concerts until the end of July since then. So this year has been very sporadic with shows, but there's a ton coming up from July through September that I don't know if I want to go to. I should be good and save my money, but I really want to see A Day to Remember. That one's really high up on my list right now. So we'll see what ends up happening. I also just don't want to ask for work off. I feel like I don't want them to think I'm taking advantage of them, you know? But yes, so Say Anything and Sum 41. And then this week I actually got 2 videos up, which is exciting. This was when I was trying to decide how much I wanted to catch up versus stay behind leading into this trip. So I wanted to catch up just one more week, which I don't know if I regret that or not, but yeah. And then, this was the week of the NASCAR All-Star Race, which doesn't count towards normal season points. It's kind of like the Pro Bowl or one of those. And my favorite driver won, which is very exciting. Sorry if there's a weird gap. My mom ended up calling. Anyways, this week we also got our overall packing list for this trip, which I was very anxious to get. And the second I got it, I ended up FaceTiming Jessica and was like, help me pick out my ears because your girl is stressed at figuring this out and stressed at outfit planning. And I literally started a spreadsheet with every single category, ears, bow, headband, top, bra, bottoms, underwear, socks, shoes, all that, because I, number one, just really cannot overpack this trip. It is not an option, and 2, it just really took a lot of anxiety off having that, because I know exactly how many pairs of shorts I need, how many bras, which shorts, and all that. It ended up being coming in handy way more than I thought it would. That being said, I now have to actually pack everything, but I'm really happy I did it the way I did it. I've never actually done a packing list or anything of this nature before, but just with this trip being 24 days, I had to, and this was the week that started, which is crazy because now we're getting ready to put it all in a suitcase. Also, a big deal this week is I wore jeans for the first time in I don't even know how long, at least a year, if not 2 or more, and it just felt so amazing. Don't get me wrong, I love wearing my athleisure wear and my biker shorts, which is what I wear almost every single day of my life. But something about being in jeans just really made me feel like a different human this night. So it's my goal this year to wear them more. I unfortunately can't wear them to work, which is where I go most of the time when I get fully dressed. So there's that, but we're going to do it. I have worn jeans one more time since then. So when I went out to eat, so, we're working on it. Here I am just laying the overlays down, and you're going to see when I get to Sunday, because I'm scraping all the air bubbles off of them, I realize, oh my God, I didn't put an overlay down, and crap, I have used all of the overlays. There are none left. So some of the little sparkly deco bits, I just took them and placed them randomly in the corners to create some, a fake confetti box. It turned out okay. It's not my favorite, but I didn't know what else to do at that point. So, and with everything laid down, it's a lot less noticeable. Whenever I have like not a double box on Saturday and Sunday, I feel like I always make some kind of error. It really throws me off when laying down my base. I'm such a creature of habit, but it all worked out in the end. It is what it is. And looking back at funny planning mistakes actually makes me giggle now more than it annoys me. I don't know. We're all human and mistakes happen. And I ain't mad at it. I'm just putting a little shoe from the deco up top because the fitness elements are my favorite part of this art. In my sidebar, I'm just using pieces from the add-ons to mark Sum 41 and Say Anything, because those were big parts of my week this week, and I did print off their concert tour posters and put them in the sidebar. The first thing on Monday the 13th I did was my Rockstar Plan With Me went up, and then this day I did a bunch of laundry, and my dad and Tito came to visit. Then I did my glutes and hamstrings workout, and I had a nice cry session. Really realized that my cry sessions tend to correspond with days I see my dad. Really interesting. And then I played some Disney Dreamlight Valley. Moving into Tuesday the 14th, I went to work this day, and then I came home and did my chest, shoulders, and triceps workout while watching Below Deck Mediterranean. Then I played a little bit of Disney Dreamlight Valley. I probably just checked what items were in the shop, to be honest, and did my makeup, and then I went to Sum 41 with my coworker / friend Andrew, and it was just a good time. We even saw security tackle some guy. It's weird that it's like the last time I'm seeing them. Moving into Wednesday, May 15th, I marked that I slept like crap, and then I played some Disney Dreamlight Valley before doing my makeup and getting ready to go to work. Kind of had a lazy Wednesday for me. And then I went to work, and then when I got home in the evening to wind down, I watched some Below Deck Mediterranean. Really love Captain Sally. Like, almost admire her in a way. Here's a close-up of Monday, May 13th through the 15th. Loving this mixed metal look, how that lavender pops on that green washi. These underlays, I'm really into the foil I used this week. Moving into Thursday the 16th, the first thing I wanted to mark was that it was 1 month until my trip, and then my April kit lineup went live, which I will, of course, link in the eye up above. Then this was the day that Lucy had her vet appointment for her, what ended up being what we believe is a skin infection. Then I did some planning, and I watched some Below Deck Mediterranean. Then I played some Disney Dreamlight Valley and had a Disney movie binge. I want to say I watched Finding Nemo and Finding Dory this day, but none of the stickers would match that I had, so I just used this Scribbler Girl. Moving into Friday the 17th, I did my makeup and I went to work. Then after work, I did my glutes and hamstrings workout. This day, I ended up being lazy and just Instacarting food instead of going to the grocery store because I just really hate it, to be honest. Then I played some Disney Dreamlight Valley, and then this was the night that I FaceTimed Jessica and started picking out the ears for my trip. They're going to take up a decent part of my suitcase. We'll see if I end up actually taking all the ones I have pulled. I might not, but I don't know. It feels weird not having a different pair of ears for every day. So yeah, I just used a Scribbler with Mickey ears and a Mickey bar to mark that. Moving into, come on, planning me. Can we catch up? There we go. Moving into Saturday the 18th, the first thing I did in the morning was play some good old Disney Dreamlight Valley to kind of wake up for the day. And then I went and did back and biceps, which is my favorite workout for the week. I love ending my week with my favorite workout. It is such a joy. And then I did my makeup and you know what that means. I went to work, which the shift was actually pretty fun, if I remember correctly. And then just because we were working so hard and doing so well, work treated us to dinner. So I wanted to mark that because I am so appreciative. Then moving into Sunday the 19th, the first thing I put in was that I played Disney Dreamlight Valley, and then it was Sunday, so of course it was Sheet Sunday, so I did my laundry. Then I put in that it was the All-Star race and that Joey won because, of course, I had to. I put in that I wore jeans, and then I did my makeup, and I went to Say Anything with my friend Kara. We had a couple of drinks, and it was a good time. And then on my way home from the concert, I never do this, but I had the biggest craving for Taco Bell ever, so I stopped and got some. And the employee at the window was just such a joy. I know working like those late hours isn't easy, but I don't want to say he made my night because the concert was great, but it was just like oddly such a good time. In a weird way, he was just really funny. So what a great way to end this week. Overall was such a good week. A lot of extroverting for me though. We're moving in to the scripts that I formatted myself. I will of course have the font I use linked in the description box down below. I did go ahead and get them foiled in lavender. I really thought about doing lemongrass, but I wanted the icons and the lavender and the scripts to be different colors, and I think lavender was the move. It's just super cute, pops really well, and since it's in the art but I didn't use that color label, I think it just ties everything together, and I'm really hoping to do stuff like this more in the future again. So thank you to Sylvia for those suggestions, or that inspiration more so. Words are failing me at this point because this is my 5th video I have filmed this week. So we are pushing through for the trip, but that brings us to our final wiggle. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and thank you for making it this far. If you did, you are my people. Just know if you are struggling, you are not alone. You are worthy, you are loved, you are beautiful. My DMs are open for you. If you need someone to talk to, it is RoseyPlans, like it is here. If you made it this far and you haven't hit that red subscribe button, what are you doing? Go ahead and give it a smash. Like this video, give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out as a small-time content creator, and I appreciate it more than you know. Leave any questions, comments, concerns in the comment section down below. I hope you'll all have a good morning, day, afternoon, evening, night, wherever, whenever in the world you are watching this plan with me, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye, friends!